This is Lee with 82 Gaming 12. We're on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75. This will be the start of turn 2. Musket and Pike. Sweden fights on. The Battle of Nordlingen, September 1634. Things don't look so good for the Swedes. Got a little water. Where'd it come from? On my map. At least on their right flank. Now their left flank went to charge over here. Toppadale, pretty good leader, -2, had some success. On the left flank. All right, so if we look at the orders, the Swedes have 3 charge. No, look like they've got 2 charge orders and 2 make ready. So let's see. Okay, so the center, which would be, well, I got that. Oh, he switched. Make ready. All right, so the left have switched to make ready for the Swedes. We've got charge, charge, make ready, make ready. And for the Imperial Spanish forces, we've got the Croats receive charge. Duke Charles went to charge. Receive charge, receive charge, receive charge. So they've only got 1 charge. So that means that the Swedes will go first. And if we start with the right flank, maybe maybe Rostein can pull his forces back. But Piccolomini or Piccolomini would like to attack before Rostein can get out of the way or get to safety. So we're going to have a preemption. So Piccolomini is going to try to preempt Rostein's activation. So let's take a look here. All right, so Piccolomini's right there. And Rostein's right there. So Rostein is trying to get his units activated. They're going to automatically activate, but before he can move, Piccolomini is going to try to get the initiative. So he has a -2. They're in receive charge orders. So he has received charge orders. And to preempt, he's going to need a 0 to 2. Now, he's a cavalry wing, so he gets a -1. He also gets a -2 for his leadership rating. So that's going to be a -3 to the die roll. Got a pretty good chance. So I rolled a 3, which -3 is going to be a 0. So he's going to get to activate. And then we put a bypass marker on top of Rostein so that we know that he will be going next. All right. Now, the only unit that can preempt, or leader that can preempt Piccolomini will be Rostein. When Piccolomini attempts to do his continuation. So if he gets a continuation, then Rostein could preempt Piccolomini and stop his continuation, and then he'd get to go. So, all right, so Piccolomini is received charge. He now wants to go to charge. He wants to change his order. Before we do that, though, I have to roll to see which leader, overall commander, will activate. I got a 4, so that means that Ferdinand, who happens to be on the other side of the map, okay, just to show you where he's at, he's over here on the right. Piccolomini's over here on the left. So he gets activated, which means he would be able to move, or he could recover that unit there. So, and just so I don't forget, what's this? Oh, he's only got one left. He's going to move. Ferdinand's going to move to here, just so I don't forget. Okay, so we're back over here with Piccolomini, who is attempting to change his orders. All right, so orders change. Right now he's at receive charge, and he wants to go to charge right here. So 0 to 3, -2 before his rating, and then -1 for being a cavalry wing that's going to charge. So that's -3. So he's got a pretty good chance of 8. So no, he's not able to change. So with make ready, all he can do is, well, no, he's at receive charge. Units may move a maximum of 1 hex. They can't move adjacent to an enemy unit. Units may undertake a reform action, and its wing commander may perform a rally action on it. So, all right. This unit's moving there. This unit is going to go to there. This unit that Piccolomini's with is going to move to here. This unit here is going to move to there, and that's where Piccolomini's going. Okay. This unit is going to get a pistol back. Because I think, let's see. Let's see, receive charge. Receive charge. Do they get to... okay, the rally action is only if they're stacked with or adjacent to the wing commander, which that unit was not. So, now they are. This unit could do a reform. This unit here Okay, that's a Swedish unit. This unit here was close enough. So if they do a reform, this unit could fire on them. No pistols. All right, so we're going to do a reform there. And that's it. So, what happened here? Okay. So now, Piccolomini is going to attempt to do a continuation. But Rothstein does not want that to happen. So, I think he's got a first, well, yeah, he would first roll for the continuation. And then yeah, after the active player is successfully rolled for continuation. So, continuation under received charge is a 0 to 1. Now, he's a cavalry wing, so -1, and his rating is a -2, so a -3. Rolled a 9, so unfortunately for the Imperial Army, Piccolomini's done. He wasn't able to exploit that opportunity to finish up on Rothstein. So, Rothstein gets to now activate. And he's at charge, and what he wants to do is he wants to change to rally. Because, well, I think he wants to go to rally, which I think most of his units are gone. He's only got a few left. And they're not in very good condition. And the thing is, now going back to here, okay, I moved Piccolomini here, which would put this unit adjacent. So this unit here could have rolled to rally, because units become in or out of command based on where the leader is at that time when you decide to do something with that unit. So, for example, over here, well, I got to try to change to rally first. So he's at charge. So the change to rally is 0 to 5. Now he's a so we can easily change, because okay, we're going to get this -2. More than half the units shaken, broken, or eliminated, which they are. So that's going to be -2. -1 for the leader. So that's going to be a -3. Oh, dadgum, we got a 9. So he's not going to be able to change to charge. And he's not going to be able to reform or rally. So this unit here that he's with, no pistols, has to turn. And when they turn, they can be fired on by this unit, which has no pistols. Okay, and Rothstein, well, he'll stay there. Well, also because he was adjacent to a non-broken enemy unit, that would have been a +1. So yeah, he surely didn't. So yeah, we better leave him there. And then Horn is going to move let's see, well, he's adjacent. He wants to thing is, if he attempts to rally this unit is going to be able to fire on him, but Horn wants to move out of there. All right, so Horn is going to move over to this unit. And let's see. Okay. So he can only I guess okay, so if a leader moves, then they can't rally or reform. Okay. All right, so it wouldn't be able to over here. They wouldn't have been able to rally this unit because Piccolomini moved. But he's in a position next time to do something. Same thing with Horn. Horn moved to here. So I think I might put him here. But no, I'll put him here. Okay, so that's all of Rothstein. Now what he wants to do, what he's going to have to do now is he's going to attack this unit here. Because if he doesn't, well, yeah, if he doesn't, this unit's going to attack him. So, so neither one of them have pistols. So So it's 5 to 5. The one thing that they're going to have the advantage of is going to be the leader and the morale. He's got an 8 to a 7. They both are formation shaken. So it's going to be a +2 to the die roll. Got a 9, which becomes an 11, which is going to eliminate. So it's going to eliminate the attacker. And we have to check for cavalry pursuit. So this unit here is eliminated. S. Piccolomini. They have to move into the hex. And then now we check for cavalry pursuit. So it's a +1 for being under a charge. They didn't use momentum. So -1 for the leader. So we're just at a flat out no modifier. Got a 0. That's a break off, so they can stop right there. And they want to turn like so. Okay, so he's going to attempt to do a continuation. He has a -1. And he's in charge. So 0 to 3. Cavalry wing, -1. -1 for the leader, so -2. 4 becomes a 2. So they get another activation. And again, he's going to try to change to rally, which he got a 5, so of course he had to get a 5 or less, but he had all these modifiers, negative modifiers. So he can change now to rally, which means they can move and attempt to move away. So okay. Morale shaken. So the right wing goes to rally. All right, so we'll go ahead and move these guys. This here somebody pointed out that in the errata, this should have been, instead of being a river, it is a marshy stream, I think. So it's a +2 with a formation hit. If they've got integrated artillery, they can't cross. So they're better off. Well, they're better off crossing and taking the hit, because otherwise they're going to possibly get charged intercepted. But they're going to get intercepted anyways. I'm going to, if I leave, let's see. Well, the thing is, they've got to face the same direction. But they could try to rally. Dilemma, dilemma, dilemma. And the issue is this unit here has all of these cavalry units waiting to pounce on it. In order to cross here, they've got to turn. And when they turn, then they can pounce. Same thing here. This unit here can pounce. Okay, so they're going to turn. So they've only got let's see, morale shaken. So this unit here is going to attempt to intercept right now. So, all right, so here we are. They have, let's see, received charge. So they've got a 0 through 3. Morale of a 6. That's a +1. It's not a very good chance. 6 + 1, so no. They didn't succeed. Now they do have a leader adjacent. Oh, they've got to be stacked with. Okay. So they didn't get the job done. Now they move to here. That's 2 movements. Now that unit's going to attempt an 8. So no. They're not very good at intercepting. Well, they're in received charge, that's why. So they are going to get away. All right, so that's 2. And then they move across here. That's 3, 4, 5. And they take a formation hit. And they move to there. And let's see, this unit is going to turn. That's 1. And so he's going to have to attempt, because he can just go right along through there. So he's going to attempt to intercept. 9, so no, he didn't get an intercept either. And this unit didn't have a line of sight to him. So that was 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. And he's formation broken. Let's see, formation broken and no pistols. And then here, Horn is going to remove this. So he's still shaking. All right, I'll have to pick up right there with the next continuation attempt by this unit. All right, so now we go with Rosenstein has one more continuation attempt. We could, well, we've got to see if we can continue first before we roll to see if there's a preemption. So I'm gonna have to make some copies here, so I'm not having to flip back and forth on these, all of this. All right, so continuation here. We've got a rally, and he's not allowed. So there we go. That ends that. So we can flip him over now. Should have waited till maybe this last one to rally, but needed to get him out away from everybody. So gotta fix this. There we go. All right, so now we go to the Imperial Spanish forces with one of their, they've only got one charge. So their one charge is here with Ferdinand. Well, King Charles. And let's see here. You know, the gray and this blue is really hard to, I don't know, for me to tell the difference. And Topadale Topedo, because there's several ways you could pronounce that over here, could try to do a preemption before Duke Charles can charge. He's got to make ready. He could easily change to charge, but he's in the zone of control, I guess is what you might call it. He's adjacent to an enemy unit, so that'd be a +1. Make ready. He'd have a -2. He's a cavalry wing, so that'd be a -3, but a +1, so it'd be a -2. So a 5, he pretty much has a 60% chance. So he's going to attempt to preempt. If he fails, he won't be able to do any continuations, which at make ready he doesn't have much of a chance. But whoa, gotta tighten that down. Okay. So right here is Duke Charles. It's his activation. But Topadale, Tall Padal, is going to attempt to preempt. And so he's going to need a he gets a -2 total, so he'll need a 5 or less to be able to pass. He gets a 3, so bypass the Duke. And Bernhard is the army commander of this wing, and he is over here. So before we do anything, I want to reform this unit. Before, that's just so I don't forget. So that's what he does. Okay, so now we can come over to Topadale and make ready. Units may move, but may not move adjacent to an enemy unit. Its wing commander may perform a reform action on it, but not a rally action. So units that are within range can reform. What does this unit have? Still has its pistols. I don't think it should still have its pistols. I don't think they got their pistols back. I don't think so. I'd have to go back and look. Okay, so make ready. Units can move. Don't think they want to do anything over here. These guys have no pistols. They can't move. These guys don't have their pistols. They've got pistols. All right, so they're going to do a reform. So with that, this guy will reform. They've only used one one of their pistols. This unit's going to reform. These guys are going to reform. Of course, these guys can't do anything about it. Now, I guess we have interception. Okay, a movement trigger anywhere within 4 hexes. So a movement trigger. Okay. An active unit enters any hex in the inactive unit's reaction zone. Okay. Ends pursuit. Changes facing. Or they initiate a charge. So no, you can't just for changing formation. Oh. All right, so this unit will recover. We got those units. This unit back here will gain its formation back. This unit gain its formation back. This unit now it's different. He's in that zone of control for fire. Well, okay, so non-movement triggers. Okay, so they could fire on them if they do something. They could fire on this guy. This guy also changed. Firing into his rear there, but that doesn't give him any kind of extra benefit, but he only has 1 pistol left. He wants to wait to see what happens here. So here, they're going to they're going to change their formation, improve their formation. And so these guys are going to fire on them now. All right, so they are formation shaken, and they've taken one loss. So they're at strength of 4. Cavalry. Formation shaken, so -1. But they get +1 for having a strength point above 3. So it's just going to be straight up. It's a 7. That's a hit. So now we have to roll for leader casualty. Oh, they got a 9. Okay, so the leader is removed from play. Wow. That's a big loss. Put him up here. So we'll roll to see what happens to him later. So that's going to end their activation. But this unit also has to take a loss. Okay. And, okay. And not only that, but now these guys right here can attack. Oh, wait, I haven't finished over here. Well, the leader's gone now, so I guess he can't do anything. Because now the command is disrupted. So, okay. Pretty sure that's... Pretty sure... Let me look here. So, command... Yeah, a unit is considered to be in command if at the moment it is activated or reacts, it is able to trace a line of communication to its wing commander. So you could move the wing commander. So the wing commander has been removed from the map, so they don't get to do anything. Well, they could fire, I guess. But I think that, yeah, there are no pistols. And they don't want to attack. All right, so now we go to the close combat. And so we're going to have this unit attacking that unit. Belahi Leahy and New Worth against Reingraff. And they've taken a loss. So that's what we've got. Oh, they've taken a loss too. All right, so we go to the combat, close combat. Okay, so the Imperials have a leader, so that's +1. That's +1. Okay. Morale differential. Okay, it's 6 against 7. So that's now 0. Strength ratio, we've got 4 against 4. Close combat matrix is going to be 0. Defending units have a pistol, so that's a -1. And then for each flank defender's attack problem, that's a +1, so we're back to 0. Okay, attacker is formation shaken. So now we're at -1. And that's where we're at. 5 becomes a 4. So attacker morale shaken. Attacker retreats 1 hex. We have to roll for the leader. Nope. All right. I have to go back a hex. No pistols. All right. Okay, so then here, they want to attack this unit. So we've got this unit here. Taking 2 losses. So they've got a strength of 2. The other thing is they're going to cross this stream here. That's going to be it's going to make them formation broken. And all right. So let's see here. Nobody's got any leader. Morale differential. We do have a 6 here, but we have an 8 and a 6. So I guess that's come out to a 7. Strength ratio, we've got 2 and 4 is 6 to 3. That's 2 to 1. So right now we've got a +1. Close combat matrix, okay. Nobody's got pistols. Attack in the flank. So now we're at 2 +2. Attacker's formation broken, so now we're at 0. Defender is formation broken. But his morale is -1, so that would be a +1. Plus they're broken, so now we're at a +3. Okay. Got a 5 +3 is an 8. Okay, defender morale broken. Defender retreat 2 hexes. Attacker must advance. And then we have pursuit possibly. But they can't pursue because they're formation broken. So we got a morale broken. Formation broken, morale broken. And no pistols. Two. So go this unit across. They got a charge order. Six, 7. Says pursue and eliminate. Okay, but what happens if they're already formation broken? I don't know. It doesn't really say. Let's see. Let's look over here if we can find formation. It says formation broken units advance after close combat normally. Okay. So it says they have to pursue and so 7 is what I rolled. Pursue and eliminate. Mark pursuer as formation broken. Okay. So that means that this unit here is eliminated. Carberg is eliminated. They go right there. Okay. Now we go back to the Duke Charles, who was bypassed. All right, so he's got charge orders. So oops. Unless he changes them. And I got to roll to see which leader is activated. 6. So that's going to be Infante. So Infante over here is activated. So he wants to move over here to rally this unit. So that's where he goes. All right, now we can come back over here to the Duke. Charge orders. I need to go to make ready. So Duke Charles is going to try to change to make ready. He's at charge. He wants to go to make ready. Okay, that's -3. But let's see. He is a cavalry wing. So that's going to be get a -1 for his leadership rating. He got a 3. -1 is a 2. So they get to go to make ready. Make ready. So make ready. So with make ready, these guys don't have any pistols. So he can take that unit. All right, so this unit increase reforms from formation broken to formation shaken, and they have no pistols. Let's see. Okay. This unit here is going to get a pistol. This unit here reforms. No pistols. This unit reforms. 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 I don't think they should have any pistols either. This unit is within range. They can reform. Okay. So that's all of Duke Charles. Now he's going to attempt to continue, and so let's see if he can get a continuation. So a continuation, he's make ready. So he's got a 0 to 2. Cavalry wing -1. This leadership is -1, so that's -2. He got a 3, so he can continue. But to stop him, over here, we've got Witztham is going to try to preempt. He has charge. So 0 to 4, he's a cavalry wing, -1, and his leadership value is -1. Ooh, we got a 9. So no. So he's going to have a no continuance placed on him. So we go back to King Charles over here. King Charles, Duke Charles. And he is going to do another, he'll just stay like he is. And do some more reforming. So and the units that don't want to reform can move. So here, I've got a roll for which overall commander gets activated. I got a 1. So Ferdinand here can rally this unit. That's what he does. And then under the Duke Charles is going to reform. So I don't know. I think he can only do one. But no, it's got the leader. This unit here is going to get its pistols back. This unit is going to get one of its pistols back. This unit is going to get back to like that. This unit here is going to move. They're going to turn, so that's 1, 2, and they're going to go 3. Let's see here. Slope down, slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip it over. Oh, this unit over. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay. This unit is going to regain formation. This unit regains formation. This unit regains formation. And then this unit can attack that unit. Oh, excuse me. Now, as that unit is doing that reforming, let's see if he can move. See if he can move. Okay. Well, that's only when it says only when they move adjacent. So no. Okay, so but we do have this unit attack, and they've got a pistol to use if they want it. They've got a leader. And this unit here. They've got a pistol to use. All right, so we don't have let's see. I think he has to be in the front. Can't be in the flanks. Close combat, you have to. It's got to be the front. So, okay. Okay, so attacker has a leader. Okay, morale differential. It's 6 against 7, so that goes back to 0. We got a 4 to 3 strength. Close combat matrix the same. Defending cavalry shoots a pistol shot, so that's -1. The attacker shoots a pistol shot. That's 0 now. +1 for being in the flank. And that's it. 8 becomes a 9. So the defender is eliminated. Attacker must advance into the vacated hex and check for cavalry pursuit. Okay. So this unit is eliminated. They become formation shaken. They're out of pistols. And okay, let's check for pursuit. Leader will be a -1. That'll be it. 7, 6. Pursue, eliminate, mark pursue as formation broken. But if they were eliminated, let's see what happens. It just says leave the pursuing cavalry unit in the hex that it advanced into. roll for that leader. Nope. Okay, so we have reaction here. We can have reaction. They don't have any pistols, but this unit has pistols. So this unit could fire. This unit here could actually intercept. So this unit here is going to fire. So they have a strength of 4. Rolled a 4. I think that's going to be a miss. Get a +1. Yeah. Reformation shaken. It's -1. So yeah, that'll be a miss. Now, the other unit can intercept. They are make ready. They have a morale of 7. They don't have a leader with them though. They got to get a 0 to 4. 5, so no. We mark them with a no intercept and done. This unit here has got to be flipped over. I guess they've got to be formation broken. No pistols. All right. So now these guys have got to be facing like that. All right, so now we can go back to, let's see. Duke Charles here and roll again. He's got one more continuation roll. He's got to add 1 now. Well, let's see. Actually, he's got to add 2. Right. No, here it is. Second attempt is a +1. So he's got Mac ready. Rolled a 1. So he gets to go again. Here he's going to try to change to charge. He wants to change to charge. So his make ready. That's 0 to 5. -1 for his rating. Minus another one for being cavalry wing. And before I do that, I have to roll for overall commander. We get a 0, so that's Ferdinand again. And what happened to... Oh, I should have placed a leader back. Let's see. Somebody's missing here. Oh, Kratz. I gotta find out who replaces Kratz. Day. So where would I find him at? Day. Day. Let me just stop this. Okay, so I had to find a generic leader for Kratz, who was eliminated. So trying to figure out if the Swedes are going to try to preempt Duke Charles. Vizstum, well, I guess it is Vizstum, could attempt again, but if he does and fails, then he's going to be finished. And then the only other leader is this generic leader here that has a 0. And that leader has a make ready, which would give a 0 to 3. It's not cavalry wing. And I should have stacked him with Bernhard, because then Bernhard has a -2, but I didn't. So yeah, you want to stack these generic leaders, wing commanders, with the overall commander. So might as well try, because we don't want Duke Charles to change to charge and exploit leaderless units over here. So we'll go ahead and attempt. So he's got to get a 0 to 3 to preempt. I got a 7, so no, which means no continuation with that unit. Where's the bypass at? I have to dig another one out. Yeah, I guess I will. Oh, there's one right there. Okay. All right. Duke Charles is going to try to change to charge. So, -1. -1 for the leader, -1 for cavalry charge changing to charge. So, make ready to charge. Got a pretty good chance. -2. Got a 4. -2 is a 3. They only needed a 0 to 5. So they go to charge. Now they're going to attack. These units. Okay. This unit is going to turn like so. And as they do, this unit is going to attempt to intercept. Okay, they've got a morale of 6. And they're make ready. So they need a 0 to 4. Morale of 6 is going to be a +1. Roll a 5 becomes a 6, so no, they can't. All right. They go to there. They're going to hold off on their pistols. And then this unit, no pistols, 1, 2. So they get momentum. All right. This unit well, yeah. This unit 1 2, 3, and then become formation broken. This unit's going to turn. So closest unit be over there, but they go down slope. 1, 2, cross this. Well, they can cross that bridge though. 1, 2, across that bridge and into that. Let's see. Bridge is a +1. It's still a formation hit. Wow. Okay. All right. So we go to there, and their formation broken, so they're going to stop. This unit, 1, 2, 3, 4, formation broken. This unit, what's the cost? That's formation hit, cost 4. Turn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they're going to get momentum, but they can fire out of their flank, reaction fire. So we've got a reaction fire right there. Okay, so out of their flank. Reaction fire versus moving cavalry, so we got a -1. They can salvo fire. Okay. And that's what they're going to do. So they're going to have a -1. Ooh, they rolled a 9. Salvo fire is 2 hits, casualties, a formation hit, and a morale check. All right. So they take 2 hits. So now they're at 3. The casualty threshold, morale was 7, is 4. No, is 3. So they have to take a morale hit check. But they've already got, okay, so they take a formation hit. And now a morale check +1. Get a 4, they're okay. Ferdinand. He's going to move up here to this unit. Okay, this unit here is going to turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. They've got momentum. But again, we got fire from this unit to here. It's a -1. An 8. -1. You can't salvo fire now. That's a -1. So that becomes, let's see, a 6. So it's going to be 2 hits and a formation hit. So he's reached his casualty threshold, so he's going to make a morale check. Seven, he passed. Okay. This unit turns. They're going to go down slope. 1, 2, formation hit. 3, 4. Oh. This unit could have fired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way out to here. He'll fire on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll let him get close, like right there. Well, actually, both of these could fire. All right, so this guy's going to fire here. 1, 2, 3, 4. $12.24. Okay, range of 4, 0. Okay. An 8. Okay, an 8. It's not a double though. That's going to be a formation hit and a morale check. So they're going to stop dead in their tracks. And a morale check, 0, they passed. So their formation broken. No pistols. Right there. And flip this one over to fired. Should have fired this one too. Okay. So now, close combat. This unit will need to attack that unit. And then both of these are attacking this one. Both of these are attacking this one. These two are attacking here. So this unit could attack here. And I guess they will. So we're going to do this one first. Since these two are attacking here, this one's going to attack here. So there we go. All right. Okay, so no leaders involved. Morale differential. It's got a 7. And the attacker has a 8 minus 1 is a 7. Okay. Strength ratio, we've got 4 against 2. So that's 2 to 1. So we got a +1 so far. Close combat matrix going to be 0. The defender can use a pistol shot. So now we're at 0. Okay. Attacker doesn't have any pistols. Okay, so the attacker is formation broken. So now we're at a -2. Defender is formation shaken. So that's +1. So now we're at -1. That's where we're at. 4 minus 1 is a 3. Attacker is morale shaken. Attacker retreats 2 hexes. Now they're already shaken. Defender may advance, but they don't want to advance because they are okay. Now he's got a what go? How many back? 2. So he's going to take a hit because he's got to go up that slope. Let's see. All right, let's see what this says over here. I guess there's no other. Okay, so if a morale shaken unit suffers morale shaken or morale broken result, it becomes morale broken. Okay, so it becomes morale broken. All right. Of course, they don't want to move forward. So, does that stop? Does that mean that unit can't attack now? Yeah, so I guess that unit doesn't. Yeah, that unit's done. It doesn't get to join in. Of course, he doesn't want to move forward and get shot. Okay, so while we're here, we might as well do this. Okay. So we got momentum, we got pistols. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, with that attack, no leader involved. No, there is a leader. So that's a -1 so far. All right, morale differential, 7, 7. Strength differential is going to be +2. I mean, -2. This is 12 to 2. So we're at a -3 right now. Defending cavalry expensive pistol shot, yes. So now we're at -2. Okay. All right. Into the flank, that's -1. Then we have momentum. But first, the attacker is formation shaken. That's -1, so we're back to -2. Momentum is +2. But, let's see. That's it. So, we're going to be it straight up. Ooh, a 9. Wow, defender is eliminated. So they eliminated this unit, and this leader gets eliminated as well. Stacked there with it. Rondroff eliminated. Okay. They advance. No pistols. Now we roll for their pursuit. We rolled a 5, and so they become formation broken. Okay. Now we move over here. That's the defending unit. These are the attackers here. So, no pistols. We've got momentum. And no pistols. Here we've got just one pistol. Okay, no leaders. Morale differential 6 against 8 and 6. That's going to be averages out to 7. So we got a +1. Okay. Strength ratio, we've got 4 + 2, 6 against 4. So that just stays as 1-to-1. Close combat matrix, no. Defending unit uses a pistol shot, so we're at 0. And we're going to have momentum. It's the only other thing that's going to factor in. So that's going to be a +2 due to the momentum. Two + 2 is 4. So attacker morale shaken. Attacker retreat 1 hex. Defender cannot advance. So attacker morale shaken. and their formation. Okay. All right, over here, all right. Okay. We have a leader, so that's +1. Morale, 6 to 7. So now we're at 0. Okay. All right. Strength is 4 to 4. Close combat matrix. Defender has no pistols. Attacker has no pistols. Okay. Now attacker is formation broken, so that's going to be -2. So that's where we're going to be at. We're going to be at -2. And let's go ahead and go for the leader. Okay, -2, we rolled a 4, becomes a 2. Attacker is morale broken. So with being morale broken, they were already, let's see, no, they're not morale broken yet. Okay, so they have to retreat 2 hexes. Defender may advance and check for a pursuit. So they're going to be broken. And they're going to have to take a hit going into that village. We roll for pursuit. I got a 9. Pursuit. So they're going to be pursue off the map and eliminate. All right, so these guys are going to be eliminated. Leader 2. And they go off map. Okay. So then we go to these 2. All right. Okay, so we have a leader. +1. Morale is 8 to 7 and 6. I guess that's -2, so we're at -1. Okay, now that we've got 8 to 3, that's 2 to 1, so that we're at 0. Let's see. The attacker has a formation broken unit. So that's -2. They fire pistols. They fire 1 pistol. So we're going to be at -1. 4 becomes 3. Attacker is shaken. Retreat 2 hexes. All right. All right, so this unit is already formation shaken. I mean, formation broken. So both of those are shaken. Have to retreat 2 hexes. So they have to take a loss. So 1, 2, they're going to go to there. This one will take a formation hit. 1, 2. And then, let's see. Okay, defender may advance. I think the defender's going to stay where they're at. They're going to turn. All right. That didn't go so well for the Imperial forces. Here or there it did, but not overall. They did destroy a heavy infantry unit, a 2-hex unit right here. But here they took some morale hits and was forced back. So but did cause leader losses, but they took a loss. The leader here, I think he was a backup leader. But anyways, so Duke Charles had 3 activations. He's finished now. And we'll stop right there. We've got, of course, 1 more charge leader, which is fits them right here. And let's see, they lost their leader again, so they won't be able to do anything this turn. And it'll be Imperial Spanish Army making most of the moves. So that's where we're at. I don't think the Swedes are going to be able to do anything over here on this left flank of theirs, this left wing. They've lost too many units. And if we pull back to here, we can see that we've got all of these forces here that are on the move going to this direction. We got all this cavalry here that can swoop down, come right down through here and attack these units. It's just not things just don't look too good for the Swedes. Too many losses early on attacking defensive positions. So I don't know that there's much need to continue more than, say, another turn after this one is complete. We'll just have to look to see where we're at. But early on, it's pretty obvious that the Swedes are not going to be victorious.